All right, so boom. You ever seen something that came across your desk that got you so frustrated you wanted to put hands on somebody? Now, granted, I recognize in media, everything is made to generate clicks and attention. So naturally, there's a number of different places that sole purpose is to get an emotional rise out of you that'll generate you to continue to engage with said posts. And I don't usually fall victim to these types of stuff on social media, but for whatever reason, today, I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw that SportsCenter is concocting a list of the top 100 professional athletes in the 21st century. So that now discounts everybody who was playing any form of sport prior to the year 2000. And anything that you had done in sport prior to the year 2000 would be disqualified. So let me just slide in this article right here from ESPN so you can understand exactly why it is that I feel the way that I feel. Because let me just make sure that you have an understanding of how it is that they are, ranking this here. Because they stated inside of their text that the only things that will be considered, right, through 70,000 voters from ESPN's contributors will solely be the accomplishments of a particular athlete, or I should say of these athletes in the year 2000 all the way up until 2024. So with that being the case, they have a bunch of different verbiage that they have listed over here. So I just want to go through it so you can understand why I'm ready to put hands on somebody, right? So let's just go scroll all the way so you don't have anything that messes around and gets spoiled, right? So straight out the gate, they got Charles Woodson at 100 and Ed Reed at 99. Now, let me just put some things into context for you here real quick. Charles Woodson entered the NFL in 1998 fresh off of a Heisman. Let's not count any of that, but the vast majority of his career was played in the 2000s. Ed Reed's entire NFL career, and he's currently at 99 on this list. Not even currently. This is where they have him ranked. His entire NFL career is in the 2000s, right? Now, Charles Woodson is, I believe, objectively, throughout all NFL fans, considered a top 10 player at his position of defensive back, whether you want to have him separately at safety, whether you want to have him separately at corner. I think objectively across the board, we can all say Charles Woodson is top 10. Ed Reed is arguably the greatest safety to have ever played the game. He's either 1 or 2, maybe 3 on somebody's list. And when you talk about the greatest free safety to play in this generation, Ed Reed is that guy. He's number 99. So when I saw this, I said, okay, let me think of 98 better athletes that they have in front of Ed Reed and Charles Woodson. And I began to scroll. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand right now, if you are standing up, I need you to sit down. If you happen to have some zip ties, wrap your arms in the armrest. If you sit on a couch and they ain't no armrest, I need you to put yourself with a damn dumbbell or maybe kettlebell or something weighted on top of your body because you're gonna begin to get frustrated. Let's just scroll. I don't know nothing about hockey, so I ain't gonna say nothing about this gentleman. Cricket, I don't know nothing about that stuff. Darrelle Revis, they got him ranked higher than Ed Reed. First and foremost, as a football fan, I think that's bullshit. I think Darrelle Revis is a sensational corner. But the fact that you have him higher than Ed Reed, I think that's horse manure. But let's continue to scroll real quick, right? You got Zlatan on there, Rolandinho, things of that nature, Rory McIlroy, pardon me, Pedro Martinez. I don't watch baseball like that, but you got Aaron Rodgers at 91, right? 4-time MVP. Now, granted, Aaron Rodgers, I think, objectively, amongst football fans, you would say he's a top 10 quarterback. Maybe not, doesn't have the same kind of a team accomplishment as other quarterbacks, but when you take a look at arm talent, you take a look at performance at the quarterback position, individualistically, he is, in my opinion, top 5. You add a couple of Super Bowls in there. Now, granted, you can't just add him. He got to go out there and win them. You can bump him up on the list, but I think we can all say he's top 10 at his position, right? This is where things start to get spicy. Is that Asia Wilson? This is top 100 professional athletes of the 21st century. Asia Wilson has been in the WNBA for 7 years. You telling me Asia Wilson's 7 years as a professional is better than the entire career up until this point of Aaron Rodgers, the entire Hall of Fame careers of Charles Woodson and Ed Reed, this list is bullshit, fam. Wherever they have the application to be a misogynist and a sexist, I might just have to sign up, fam. This don't make sense. You could have put different women over here. You could have put Venus Williams. I'd have been like, all right, Shorty was winning in tennis. Now, Serena, I got no problem with that. But Asia Wilson is 7 years into a WNBA career. You got her ranked higher than Ed Reed, Darrell Revis, and Charles Woodson. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Now, let's keep scrolling. Let's keep scrolling. Let's keep scrolling. You got some more golfers that you got over here. You got other soccer players that you got over here. Okay, so here's Venus. I got no problem with Venus being in front of Asia Wilson. All right, I got no problem with that. Kawhi is ranked higher than Ed Reed and Aaron Rodgers. Kawhi is ranked higher than Ed Reed and Aaron Rodgers, but it keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse. Chris Paul is at 83, right? Chris Paul at 83. Cheryl Swoops is ranked higher than Chris Paul. I'm not even going to forget about Aaron Rodgers and Ed Reed. I refuse to forget about Aaron Rodgers and Ed Reed. I just want you to think of the greatest professional athletes that you have in your mind. They got Ed Reed at 99. Motherfuckers got Cheryl Swoops at 81. Cheryl Swoops was a dog. Better than Ed Reed? Cheryl Swoops was better at her job than Ed Reed? Woo! Shit! I'm getting upset. Let me keep scrolling. Andy Murray, he's going strong right now. Bryce Harper, he a dog. Bernard Hopkins at 78. Okay, Shirley Ann, Asia Price, I got no, or I should say, Frazier now, I got to add that in there. But Shelly Ann, Frazier Price over here at 77. I got no problem with that. Jamaican track and field, man, they was killing. They was dogging out there. They were doing what they had to do. George St. Pierre, this man's a Hall of Famer. One of the best all time, but let's keep scrolling. More soccer players. Lisa Leslie at 74. Okay. Mookie Betts up there. Shaun White was killing in the snowboarding. Manny Pacquiao at 71. We're going to keep scrolling. Jason Kidd at 69. All right. I got no problem with that. Phil Mickelson at 68. Okay. James Harden at 67. How? You telling me James Harden was better at his job than Ed Reed? James Harden better at his job than Aaron Rodgers? James Harden is 67. Who is voting? I need all of the voters. Their names need to be released, and furthermore, their current location as well. We need to square up with these gentlemen. And ladies, if they just so happen to be on the panel, I need every single one of these motherfuckers dealt with. How do you tell me that James Harden's career in the 2000s is better than Ed Reed's entire Hall of Fame career? Fam, somebody need to get their ass with. We're going to keep going. Because I need you to understand how crazy this damn list is. John Jones, who we can objectively again agree this man is top 5 mixed martial artist in the history of mixed martial arts, at least as a professional sport. In UFC history, you cannot tell me John Jones is not top 5. Granted, outside the octagon, the way he be moving, we can go over here and talk about that, but we are talking professionally. We're talking solely as to what you do within those white lines, what you do within that cage, what you do inside of your sport. You cannot tell me you got John Jones 66 and you got 65 motherfuckers who better than him. But let's keep scrolling because I want you to understand right here. Here's the kicker right here. You got Kylian Mbappe at 65, right? This brother is what, 25, 26? You already got him ranked higher than John Jones, the entire career of Ed Reed and Aaron Rodgers. Oh, but it gets worse. You got Mia Hamm over here. Okay. Allison Phoenix, she was a dog. Right? He's a monster. But he ain't at 62 already. This man's a monster, but he's not at 62 already. But you ready to get knocked out your socks? You got Ray Lewis at 61. Candace Parker is at 60. Candace Parker had a better professional career than Ray Lewis. I want you to understand. I'm getting frustrated so you don't have to. They got Candace Parker at 60. Candace Parker's career better than Ray Lewis. But Ray Lewis came in 96, so that would discount the first 4 years in the league. Fam, they count 2000 forward. The 2000 Ravens defense is top 3 defense all time. Some would argue #1. Ray Lewis was the defensive player of the year. Ray Lewis was defensive Super Bowl MVP. Well, actually, he was a Super Bowl MVP who just so happened to be a defensive player. There's no separate MVPs for offense and defense, but you understand what it is that I'm saying. You telling me that Candace Parker is the 60th greatest athlete of the 21st century, but Ed Reed is 99? Charles Woodson is 100. Darrelle Revis is 96. Aaron Rodgers is 91. John Jones is 66. We're going to keep scrolling. You got Mariano Rivera. J.J. Watt, 58, right? You mean to tell me J.J. Watt's career is better than Ed Reed's? 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Can't take away from that, right? Can't take away from that. But you telling me J.J. Watt better at his job than Ed Reed was? Come on, man. But he's got more Defensive Player of the Year. Come on now. J.J. Watt, a dog. I believe he should be in the top 100, not in front of Ed Reed. I think whoever the hell is doing these voting clearly is on drugs. We're going to keep scrolling. Calvin Johnson, 57. I want to see the 56 motherfuckers you got in front of Calvin. We're going to keep going. This Alexa lady, I don't know, shorty. Luka Modric is in front. Okay, Modric. I apologize if I get the pronunciation wrong. We're going to keep going. Alex Ovechkin is the freaking, goal master. Derek Jeter, he was a dog, right? This Adrian dude in baseball. Steve Nash at 51. Hold on, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Steve Nash, now granted, 2-time MVP, right? But let's keep going. You mean to tell me Steve Nash better at his job than Ray Lewis? Come on, man. What are we doing? We're going to keep going. We got this Frenchman over here. I believe he was a Frenchman who done went over there and won them World Cups. But it wouldn't count if you mentioned 98. Why they got 98 over here inside of the damn text? You shouldn't count what transpires prior to the year 2000, right? This is why I'm telling you somebody's drunk. You got NASCAR drivers up in here, which Jimmy Johnson was an absolute beast in NASCAR. I ain't gonna take that away from him. David Ortiz at 45, right? We're gonna keep going over here, right? We're gonna keep going. Alex Rodriguez at 43. You got Giannis at 42, right? Dirk at 41. Okay, I ain't got no problem with that. KD at 39. All right, Barry Bonds at 38. Okay. Maya Moore, what she had, 8 years professionally? Now, granted, I think Maya Moore is arguably the greatest WNBA player of all time. Had she never retired early, she probably would have been the Michael Jordan of that sport. You can argue right now she is. Had she never left early, she could have been a goddamn monster. So this one in particular, I understand why you got Maya Moore up here, right? You got Dwayne Wade at 35. Okay. Tamika Catchings is better at her job than Dwayne Wade? Tamika Catchings is a better professional than Dwayne Wade? I'm telling you right now, let this be the only scroll through for the ESPN Top 100 professional athletes of the 21st century that you happen to have to deal with. Do not go there on your own volition. I'm telling you right now, you might just mess around and pop a blood vessel. You're not going to have a good time, fam. I'm losing my mind right now going through this. We're going to keep going. We got 10 more to go because they stopped at 25 today. They're going to reveal the top 25. I may just have to circle back, or maybe I won't for my own health. But I need you to understand, this shit right here, when I saw it, immediately got me so frustrated, I almost punched a hole in the wall. But I said, I'm paying rent. I got mortgage to worry about. I got bills that need to be paid. The last thing that I need to do is mess around and put a goddamn hole into my wall and have to pay to have that fixed. So I had to contain my doggone emotions. But I'm telling you right now, this the type of shit that gets people incredibly upset. We're going to keep moving forward. All right? You got Miguel Cabrera over here at 33. Martha was a dog, right? Monster the goddamn the pitch, as they say in soccer or football for the international folks over here. Clayton Kershaw, okay. Mike Trout, my fellow baseball, soccer, cricket, snowboarding, everybody who's a fan of these different particular sports, y'all let me know what y'all think about the list thus far in the comment section below, right? They got an auto NASCAR or auto racer. I don't know if it's Formula One, whatever the case, just so happened to be over here. I think it is Formula One with this gentleman right here. Nikola Jokic at 28 right now. Randy Moss at 27, Peyton Manning at 26. You mean to tell me there are 25 better professional athletes than Peyton Manning? 26 better than Randy Moss. Let me tell you something right now. The most egregious on the list, without question. It doesn't even need to be stated again, but I'm gonna say it. Ain't no reason why you should have Asia Wilson through 7 years of professional sports ahead of the entire career of Aaron Rodgers, the entire career of Darrelle Revis, the entire career of Connor McDavid at that, because I'm pretty sure there's a hockey fan who could probably let it be known inside of the comment section right now. This is crazy. Ed Reed and Charles Woodson, Candace Parker is in front of John Jones. What? 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 Whoever made this list, I need y'all suplex. I need y'all suplex. There's no way. There's no way. Off the top of my head, I would assume in the top 10, you gotta have Messi, Ronaldo, in no order. Messi and Ronaldo have to be there. Tom Brady, LeBron James, Floyd Mayweather, they all got to be there. And that's just 5 off the top of my head. Serena Williams, that's 6. Gotta be in the top 10. Steph Curry, would you put him in the top 10 athletes of all? Oh my God. All I know is that 6 needs to be in the top 10. But from what I'm seeing so far, I would not be surprised. You mess around and you put LeBron at like 16. Oh shit, Rafael Nadal need to be in the top 10. But Roger Federer also, you can argue, can be in the top 10. Y'all let it be known in the comment section. Not only what you think about the list thus far, but also who do y'all predict will be in the top 10? Also, shit, Tiger Woods gotta be in the top 10. That now leaves what, 1 more slot? Yeah, nah, I gotta come up with it. I can't leave before I come up with it. But let it be known in the comment section right now. Who do y'all think will be in the top 10 of this ESPN list? Because let me tell you something right now. My blood boiling. Just scrolling through this damn list, and it's only the bottom 75. This is ridiculous. Shit, Kobe gotta be in the top 10 too. Or Shaq, Tim Duncan. Let it be known in the comment section who y'all got. But let me tell you something right now. To the people who made this motherfucking list, from me to you, put y'all motherfucking heads back down.
From me to you, go fuck yourself.
Usain Bolt, Novak Djokovic, Michael Phelps, Katie Ledecky. Golly, this gonna be the wildest top 25 that they gonna put together. Oh my God, somebody gonna have to get the tire irons, bro. There's no way. There's no way. How you got Candace Parker? Boy. James Harden in front of Ed Reed. Asia Wilson's played 7 years.
You remind me of a jackass.
I appreciate you watching the entire video. Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Furthermore, hit that subscribe if you hadn't already. YouTube acknowledged me with 100,000 subscribers, but they've given me nothing since. Help me get to 1 million so I can put it up on the wall. It's up there by itself.